Hello and welcome to TTV News with some latest events in TayNinhTV province and across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, in November 2024, the progress of public investment projects was accelerated. The total investment capital from the locally managed budget in November was estimated to 530 billion Vietnam dong, an increase of 10.97% compared to the previous month.
On sources of public investment in November saw the growth compared to the previous month, and specifically provincial level capital reached for 425.3 billion Vietnam dong, an increase of 10.71%. The district level budget capital reached for 105.45 billion Vietnam dong, an increase of 12.04%. Some major projects with significant value increases in November include the Trung Hoa Chala Road with 27.4 billion Vietnam dong and the regional connection roads N8, DT787B and DT789 with about 37 billion Vietnam dong, and the upgrades and expansion of roads 794 with 26 billion Vietnam dong. Cumulatively, for the first 11 months, the public investment capital managed by the local governments were estimated at over 3,639 billion Vietnam dong and reaching for 85.62% of the annual plan.
Ladies and gentlemen, in November 2024, commercial activities in the province continued to show growth. Promotional programs and discounts were widely implemented, and the supply of goods remained stable, ensuring that consumer demand was fully met. Specifically, the total retail sales of goods in November were estimated to exceed 8,266 billion Vietnam dong, an increase of nearly 12% compared to the same period last year. Among these, food and beverage products accounted for the largest share, followed by the clothing, household goods, tools and equipment, and retail sales at various times of fuel. From the beginning of the year until now, the total retail sales are estimated to reach 86,595 billion Vietnam dong, an increase of 11.42% compared to the same period last year. With steady growth, it is expected that commercial activities will continue to develop strongly in the final months of the year, especially during major holidays and the year-end shopping season.
The cluster 7 includes Ho Chi Minh City Television, Voice of the Peoples of Ho Chi Minh City, the radio and television stations of the provinces of Đồng Nai, Tây Ninh, Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu, Bình Dương, Bình Thuận, and the radio and television stations and the newspapers of Bình Phước. In 2024, the Ho Chi Minh City Television serves as the cluster leader, and in 2024, the units in the cluster consistently follow the direction, viewpoints, and policies of the party, the laws of the state, and the leadership of the provincial city party committees and the people's committees of the provinces and cities, proactively implementing their side tasks, and they ensure the compliance with their objectives, adhere to the legal regulations and regarding journalism, effectively fulfill their social criticism function, and these media outlets serve as essential information and propaganda tools, playing an important role in shaping the public opinions and effectively supporting the political tasks of the country and localities in particular. In response to the real-world demands in 2025 and the year follow, with the spirits of continuous innovation and creativity, and staying closely aligned with the local political directions and tasks, the radio and television stations of the Eastern Southern Region Cluster 7 will continue to play a leading role. They will proactively and creatively carry out information and propaganda tasks, reflecting on the issues and events occurring in each locality and across the region. In 2025, the radio and television station and newspaper of Bình Phước will take on the role as the cluster leader.
Ladies and gentlemen, recently the Cultural and Sports Exchange Competition for the management boards of industrial parks, export processing zones, and economic zones in the Southeast region was held. This is an annual event that rotates among the units within the Malaysian cluster. This year, the management board of the economic zone took on the role of host, organizing the expanded 15th Cultural and Sports Exchange Competition in 2024. The event took place at Badayan Mountain National Tourism Area, providing an opportunity for networking and exchange among the management boards in the region. This year's competition attracted 244 athletes, including civil servants, employees, and workers from the management boards of export processing zones, industrial parks, economic zones, and high-tech zones in the eastern southern region, along with U.S. athletes from the Department of Economic Zone Management, Ministry of Planning and Investment. The competition featured events such as mountain climbing, tug of war, sack jumping, and rope skipping. Through these activities, the event aimed to promote cultural and sports exchanges among the units within the Malaysian cluster. The competition also served as a chance for civil servants, employees, and workers from various units to exchange and learn professional skills, contributing to the successful completion of their assigned tasks. Through this sports event, we have the chance to exchange professional expertise to improve the management of economic zones and industrial parks. Secondly, we want to promote the image of TayNin to friends in other provinces, demonstrating the spirit of TayNin people with responsible, compassionate, and hardworking manner, hailing from the revolutionary homeland with heroic traditions. This competition was not only a sporting event, but also a bridge for the management boards of the industrial parks, export processing zones, and economic zones in the eastern southern region to network, learn, and promote the beautiful values of TayNin. Organizing the event at Baden Mountain, a sacred symbol of this heroic land, not only honored the revolutionary tradition, but also how introduce the natural beauty and rich digital tourism potential of TayNin to friends from near and far. This year, the management board of TayNin Economic Zone has chosen Baden Mountain, a site with significant historical and revolutionary meaning, as the venue for the competition. It also provides an opportunity for civil servants and management boards to showcase their physical fitness to improve their work efficiency. The beautiful location also reflects the ongoing development of infrastructure and the future potential of TayNin's industrial and economic zones, especially with improved traffic conditions. With the spirit of competition and determination, the athletes created a vibrant and exciting atmosphere at the event. After intense competitions, the management board of Dong Nai Industrial Parks emerged victorious, winning the highest number of medals in this year's competition. At the conclusion of the event, the organizers handed over the flag for hosting the 2025 competition to the management board of Bình Phước Economic Zone.
And recently, several cases of theft and cutting of the telecommunication cables have occurred in Taynan province, causing damage to the state property, disrupting the service quality and interrupting the communication, which negatively impacts the reputation of telecom providers. For the instance, at 11 a.m. on November 7 of 2024, the task force of 369 from Trang Bang Town Police in collaboration with the Lộc Hưng World Police discovered 5 individuals, including one wearing a VNBT employee uniform, cutting the cables from VNBT telecommunication network on road number 2 of the commune in Lộc Vĩnh quarter, Lộc Hưng World. The confiscated items include 215 meters of telecommunication cable, the value at 30 million Vietnam dong. And during the investigation, the suspects admitted that they lacked money and decided to impersonate VNBT employees to steal the cables. In the coming time, TayNin Police will actively cooperate with the electricity and telecommunication companies to enhance the public allowance and awareness, and urging the people not to engage in the telecommunication cable theft. And at the same time, residents are encouraged to remain vigilant, report any suspicious individuals cutting the cables or behaving strangely, and immediately notify the nearest police station to prevent the further incidents and ensure the local security and safety. In particular, the task force of 369 teams across the province will continue to patrol, especially in the rural areas with a sparse population, and to quickly detect and stop those attempting to steal the telecommunications cables.
Dear audience, after more than a year of implementation, the installation of traffic surveillance camera system on several roads has been used to monitor and collect information on traffic conditions in the city. The system has greatly assisted Taynan City Police in managing and controlling traffic safety, as well as in identifying, handling, and investigating many incidents related to security and traffic accidents. The police department has sent violation notice to 6,600 cases, issuing fines to nearly 1,000 individuals, totaling nearly 5 billion Vietnam dong. Recently, the city police have continued to issue notice regarding the implementation of a large penalty surveillance camera system to record violations of traffic safety at 15 intersections within the city. This aims to raise public awareness, remind residents to strictly adhere to traffic laws, and prevent accidents at these intersections. Across red lights and violated traffic rules, now I hope that everyone passing road intersections obey traffic laws and traffic culture. I see that the cameras at traffic lights are very effective, making people more serious and aware of following traffic signals, avoiding accidents. From motorcycles that violate the rules, we handle them even by coordinating with the surveillance center and external patrol forces. When receiving information from the surveillance center, the patrol team will stop the vehicle on the street, directly arrest the violation, show the violator a video of the incident at the location, and issue a report. In case where we can't stop the vehicle, we will look up the information and send a late penalty notice. In the coming time, Taynan City Police will enhance patrols and coordination with the surveillance center to strictly handle violations involving motorcycles that disregard traffic signals and send penalty notice in collaboration with the police of commutes and goods to verify vehicle owners' information and enforce traffic safety laws. Continue the program with domestic news. In the first 11 months of 2024, Vietnam's overseas investment reached nearly $600 million, an increase of 51.6% compared to the same period last year. Among them, Laos is the leading country, receiving nearly $161 million, accounting for 26.8% of the total investment.
In terms of investment sector, the Vietnamese investors have invested for 16 industry approach. The highest concentration of investment is in the professional activities and scientific technology sector, with $200 million, making up to 33.5% of the total investment. And this is followed by the processing manufacturing industry, production and distribution of electricity, gas, hot water, air conditioning, and mining also. Regarding the territories received investment among the 31 countries and regions, received investment from Vietnam, Laos leads with $161 million, followed by Indonesia with second place and India in the third.
According to information from the General Statistics Office, the trade balance for the first 11 months recorded a surplus of $24.31 billion. Specifically, the domestic sector had a trade deficit of $22.17 billion, while the foreign investing sector had a trade surplus of $46.48 billion. In total, the preliminary import and export turnover for the first 11 months of this year reached $715.55 billion, an increase of 15.4% compared to the same period last year. Exports rose by 14.4% and imports increased by 16.4%. To further boost export turnover, the General Statistics Office recommends that in the coming period, ministry and sectors implement a series of synchronized and effective solutions, including improving product quality, with a particular focus on tracing the origin of products, reducing the cost of exported goods, and enhancing price and quality competitiveness in the global market, especially for Vietnam's key export items. In November 2024, aquaculture continued to develop steadily, serving both domestic consumption and exports. Livestock farming also prospered, ensuring food supply for the upcoming holiday season. Specifically, the fishery production in November was estimated at 864,800 tons, a 3.4% increase compared to the same period last year, of which aquaculture production was estimated at 576,900 tons, up 4.8% year-on-year. Shrimp production increased compared to last year as the prices of black tiger shrimp and white leg shrimp continued to rise, prompting farmers to accelerate harvesting. Additionally, the production of pangasius catfish in November was estimated at 185,600 tons, a 4.7% increase, mainly due to higher prices for raw pangasius catfish, which led farmers and businesses to adjust production to meet both domestic and export demand. Recently in Hải City, the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism of Vietnam, in collaboration with the People's Committee of Hải City and relevant units, organized the 4 Asian Graphic Art Exhibition and Competition Vietnam 2024. It is an international-scale art event held every 4 years. It aims to enhance understanding and solidarity within the Asian bloc. It serves as an opportunity for Vietnamese artists from Asian countries to interact, exchange ideas, and introduce new achievements in graphic art creation in the region. It is also a chance to showcase the culture, countries, and people of the Asian community. With hundreds of works submitted by artists from 10 Asian member countries, the Arts Council selected 151 works by 131 artists to be displayed at the exhibition. With just under 2 months until the Tet holiday, consumer demand during the end of year period, especially for the Lunar New Year, is expected to rise sharply. In order to meet this demand, businesses are actively producing goods to serve customers. Retailers are proactively preparing their inventories for the Tet holiday. In addition to exports, this company has prepared a large stock of rice to serve the Lunar New Year. They report that production has steadily increased year by year and that they have plans in place to store it with the best possible quality. The demand for products such as rice, vermicelli, cakes, or alcoholic beverages has decreased considerably. However, we are always ready and have a supply of raw materials stored in controlled environments to ensure the rice stays fresh for the domestic markets. At this time, many suppliers of essential food items have also completed their production plans for the upcoming holiday season. In 2024, the total number of pets expected to be sold is 700,000 to 750,000, which is double the amount in 2023. By 2025, with new farms going into operation, we expect to supply the market with 1.1 million pigs. With the strong increase in livestock numbers from BAF and other businesses, we will fully meet consumer demand. Retail distribution system reports that this year, the supply of goods for the Tet holiday will increase by 15 to 30%. The Ministry of Industry and Trade, along with local departments, has already issued directives to stabilize the supply and prices of goods for the Tet holiday.
For a long time, and we have the experience of supply chain. So it means before the big events like Tet, mega market ensure the total coming of the goods in advance, and we negotiate with our suppliers to get all the support from them to have the end of.
To increase consumer spending during that, the industry and trade sector is calling for collaboration from businesses to boost demand through trade promotions, discounts, and organizing Tet fairs to make it easier for consumers to shop for the holiday. And that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for being with us and goodbye for now.